I'll plug the event. Okay, I think we're live. We're live.
It's alive.
It's alive. Okay, I'm going to check on Facebook just to make sure that we're alive.
Yeah, I know that story. I know that drill.
Yeah. So let's just make sure. It looks like we are. There we are. There we are. Radleigh, I've been so excited all day to talk to you.
Yay!
I know. I've been so excited to have a conversation with you because I love everything angels. And every time we talk, like something magical happens the next couple of days. I get like all these signs in my life. Isn't that wild? Okay, it looks like Tanya's popping in. Tanya, are you popping in for anything? Oh, look, we've got people popping in. If you're here, say hello to us. Can you see the comments, Radleigh?
I know. I've just got to click on it now. I see them. Hi. Hello.
Here we go.
Hello, Lee Michael. Hello, Stacy. Hi, Lars. Hi, Jane. Hi. Oh, Copper. Hi, Copper. Hi, Mary. Hi, Paula. Hello, Brooke. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Cynthia. Yep. Everybody's
It's like
here.
Romper Room, isn't it? Do you remember Romper Room?
I do, and I actually use that analogy all the time. That with that whole thing about I see Shweta and I see Eleanor and I see Ruth. But the thing is that's starting to age me. You know what I'm saying? It's like nobody knows what that means anymore.
Of course. Come on. How many of you know Romper Room?
Yeah.
Let's get a big yes if you remember Romper Room.
If you remember Romper Room. Hey, Noelle. Hi, Jessica. Hello, Coventina.
Lee is here. And Ruth and Jessica Sue. And I do see Clara remembers Romper Room. Exactly. And Vincey remembers Romper Room.
Me.
Vincey's only 20, right?
It's like I actually was on Romper Room. I was literally on. Yeah, I was. For whatever reason, my mother paraded me around the children's TV shows. I don't know why. And but I'm quintuple Sagittarius, so it's like I can't sit still. I can't. So I kept getting up in the middle of the show and picking new toys and taking things off the shelves. And so they went to a commercial break, and they told my mother that they were like, if he doesn't sit still, we're kicking him off the show. And
you're
which
like,
I think is so
right?
exactly accurate, right? It's just hashtag correct. So it's like, literally my mother threatened me with an inch of my life. She was
my God, because she wanted to Romper Room. That's a real stage mother. I have to tell you, see, all these people remember Romper Room. See, everyone remembers Romper
Sue
Room.
is also a
Sagittarius.
Yeah, it's like Saggy energy is, it's like.
So this is why we get along so well, Radleigh, because I'm a Leo.
And Leos and fire signs too love one another. It's like one of my best friends is a Leo. He used to be Prince Philip at Disney for like 8 years, and he's my Disney husband because Lee won't go with me, so I go with John.
Oh, I will go with you to Disneyland.
Thank you.
It's so magical and fun. Okay, so quick introductions. We all know who the fabulous Radleigh Valentine is. Bestselling author, everything, magical things, and all of your gorgeous oracle cards, which I want to take a look at some of your oracle cards. And my name is Liz Dawn, and I am I don't know what to say. I create events.
Chief fun maker.
I create big spiritual parties called Celebrate Your Life events. I've been doing this for 28 years. And if you haven't been to a Celebrate Your Life event, it's a must attend because they are awesome. Has anybody here ever been to a Celebrate Your Life event? Just say yes and tell us how fabulous it is. Okay, and we have one coming up, but we're not going to talk about that now. We're going to talk about angels. Oh, there's Elias. Elias Petrus is here. Are you going to?
Oh, hi, Elias. I actually I don't know him. I saw him on the page for the event, and so I Googled, I stalked just to see who he was, so that when I get there, I'll know who he was. So anyway,
we love Elias, and when you listen to Elias's voice, if you close your eyes and listen to Elias's voice, you think you're in the room with Wayne Dyer.
Oh,
when he does meditation, he has that same. I'm always listening to people's voices because I was in broadcasting and an actress.
Here's what's holding up my stand right now.
Oh, really?
Holding up my microphone. Yes.
Also this. Love CY Elements. Thank you. And we were just talking about Denise.
Yes, all my peoples. That's who's holding up my microphone.
I love it. See, and John Holland just texted me like a half hour ago before.
Oh, hey, John.
John, if you're watching, I'll call you back. If you're watching, John, say hello. Whoever's watching us, say hello. Okay, so angels.
Angels.
How many of you want to talk about angels today? Let's hear yes.
And what if they say none? What
Nobody
if they
wants
say
to
none?
not
What if
talk
they
about
say they want to
There's
talk
somebody.
about
No.
Volkswagens?
No. Let's talk about angels. See, Leah does. Sure. Yes. Yes. Yes, please. Love angels. Love angel energy. Great. See, everybody does. And you're the angel dude.
I'm the angel dude. It
You
is true. I'm the angel dude. I've
Is that okay
been
that I call you the angel dude?
Sure. Why
And
not?
we need to bring in Archangel Raphael to help heal your throat. What's going on there?
It's allergy season where I live.
You're
It's
in
like
LA, aren't you?
no, I'm actually not in LA. I am in the valley where Palm Springs is.
Oh, you're in Palm Springs.
Yes.
Oh, you're only 4 hours from me.
That's true. I am.
I'm in Scottsdale.
That's
Okay,
right.
yes, please. So we won't talk about geography. Let's talk about angels. So you never know.
I can make an argument for the angels in geography if you want to.
The whole thing.
Well, because you're very like attached and connected, so I did it to you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So angels. So I've been talking to angels without my knowledge since I was 5 years old, 2020 hindsight. But I really started to get into it when I decided that religion was not going to work out for me. Not at all. A pink flamingo should be a signal to anybody who can't figure that out. So,
Is that what a pink flamingo is?
Oh, it's a very big gay icon. Is pink flamingos? Cool. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I really, once I left religion, I really got into angels. Part of that was a little bit my mom, I think, in a way. I think I was just naturally drawn because they were talking to me and I just didn't know it. But my mom was really into angels, but in a different way. She had her angel brooches. She had her mug that said, have you hugged your angel today? She had her bumper sticker that said, never drive faster than your angels can fly. So we had all this stuff, all this angel stuff was everywhere. And for her, it was almost like a collecty thing. But for me, it was like more than that. And so in my early to mid 20s, I really started chasing it. Very actively, and so it's like I was really working with angels a lot. The first book that really had a humongous impact on me was called Angels Speak by Barbara Marx and Trudy Griswold. That was a huge impact on me, and I recommend it to everybody. And so it's like I just kept going and kept going and kept going and kept diving deeper and learning from other teachers and learning stuff. And it just became my thing. So, and for people who don't know me, it's like I am actually a recovering certified public accountant. And
that's right. You used to be a CPA.
I was a CPA, and the CPA still lives in my brain, much to the chagrin of a lot of people. But it's like I was an accountant. And somewhere in there, I just decided not to be an accountant, and I really started to follow the footsteps of spirituality. That had a lot to do with a book by John Holland called Born Knowing, which was given to me by my then boyfriend when I went off to the beach with my brothers, and that's what I read on the beach. And by the time I came back, I was done. It was like, okay, this is what I'm doing. I'm totally doing this. Hello, Christina Byers. So that's totally what changed. That was a big changed thing for me, was to read Born Knowing. And yes, he knows that, and he reminds me of it on a daily basis.
Okay, hold on a second. There's something going on with you. There we go. Your video's back again. It went a little bleepy. And then you also did quite a bit of work with, I don't know.
I did. I worked a lot with Doreen Virtue.
Thank you.
I mean, it's like Doreen Virtue basically, I consider myself to have been discovered by Doreen Virtue. She discovered me, and she, for whatever that term means, but she discovered me. She passed me on to Hay House, and she was my big cheerleader
Right.
for a lot of years. I mean,
And you
she
guys did
helped me
cards
get my first
together.
Hay House contract
Right.
and all of that
Right.
stuff. Yes.
Fabulous. Okay, so how many of you, number one, believe in angels? Okay, how many of you believe in angels? And then I want to know how many of you have ever really heard your angels speak to you or you felt them in some way? I've been asking Desiree's here. I've been asking my angels to appear to me for a long time and they haven't yet. I want clear communication. So I'm going to be in your workshop when we do our retreat in
Okay,
August.
good.
We're
Good.
doing a retreat in August, you guys, in Skamania, Washington. So you have to come. But anyway, you have. I do. I absolutely do. Brooke, I believe in angels. Paula, never heard or felt them. Rebecca, absolutely. Yes, they speak to me all the time. Vincy, me, I have many times. Jessica, yes. Everyone. I believe I see angel signs everywhere. So Radleigh, is there a way that angels come to us? Leah, oh gosh, everybody, 13 years ago. Elias has heard and
Felt. Yes.
okay, so maybe I'm the only one who haven't.
Okay, so that's pressure. Let's take the pressure off. Cancel, clear, delete. So, it's like that's we don't put pressure on ourselves for the ways in which that we are spiritually gifted and the ways that we get information. I think that part of the thing that can be troublesome for people is that almost every major religion, if not every major religion on planet Earth, has some version of angels. It's the one thing that people seem to be able to agree upon. They might not quite agree on what to call them, or they might not quite agree on how they function, but there is this total agreement that it's like there are these beings that are created by God that come here to help us.
Yes.
And so people. Yes, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. And so there's different ways in which they communicate. By the way, you guys stick around because we're going to get Radleigh to pull a few cards. All right.
Yeah, sure,
So
absolutely.
stick around. Don't take off yet because we're gonna have some fun here today. All right. So what's one of the top ways in which angels show up or communicate with us or
Well, I mean, there's a lot of different ways because there's a lot of different people. I mean, we're a planet of 7.5 billion people. One of the things that, not to get on the soapbox, but one of the things that I think that religion does wrong is that it likes to say there's my way and it's the only way. And it's like that just doesn't work. It's not all size fits all, one size fits all, but it's this basic concept that angels speak to us in the way in which we can relate to them. And so one of the ways that I think that the angels really start to come to us is through signs. One of the ways that I really love to encourage people who are new at this is to say, try angel numbers. I know we've had some people in the little chat space that talk about that. And angel numbers is a really great way for people who are very analytical, very in their minds to start to, hey, Bridget. Bridget works for me. So to have this Brigitte. So it's like angel numbers is this great way for people because it's like you can very much analytically look at it and go, oh, that's 111 or that's 444. 444 means the angels are with you.
I do that all the time.
Yeah. And so it's like this way to sort of start. But signs are a really big way. But it requires, I always tell people, it requires that you wake up. You have to wake up and stay awake. You can't get up in the morning and say, dear angels, please give me a sign today, and then go back to sleep and not pay attention to the fact that you just turned left onto Angel Avenue and there's a billboard up there with giant angels on them, and your coffee at Starbucks $4.44. And so it's like, and angels, it's like calling all angels is playing on your radio. It's like if you go to sleep, then you're going to miss all of that.
Okay.
So it's very important that you wake up.
Literally and metaphorically, you guys. So it's not just, you physically fall asleep, but you also fall asleep, you zone out and you just go back.
Zone out because Earth is hard. Right? You zone out because Earth is hard. And
Okay.
so we get very distracted and we think about what are we cooking for dinner and how, how do the kids do at school, and all of this stuff keeps us extremely distracted and we aren't therefore paying attention. It doesn't, you can't just say, oh, I want messages and then go, oh, I'm not going to pay attention to the messages. There are 4 major clairs. For a lot of people know that there's clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsentience, and claircognizance. And these are the ways of getting messages that are feeling, thinking, hearing, and just knowing.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like it requires a little bit of it requires faith, like any spiritual practice does. It requires a little bit of faith. It requires dedication.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to really want it, and you have to really pay attention to it, and you have to really do it. And then you have to like kind of get in your mind exactly how do I get information? Which
Right.
way works for me? And so if we do these things, then for the most part, we're going to have a positive reaction. But faith is really critical. And people get it in their minds that I should have this
Right.
experience where an angel just appears before them, but it just generally almost never works that way.
Okay. And how do you, oh, Carla, that's beautiful. Carla says that she sees Archangel Gabriel around me. Oh, that's
That's
very
very
cool.
accurate. So good on you, Carla. Gabriel is one of the archangels that I work with the most. I work with Uriel and Gabriel because I'm a writer and a speaker. That's what I do. And Uriel is great epiphanies and brilliant ideas and life transformation. Gabriel is communication and creativity and motivation. And so they're the two that I call upon for doing work like this today.
Okay, perfect. And how do you, because I know that you communicate with angels, right?
Yes.
And they communicate with you very
Yes.
clearly. How do you receive your messages from the angels?
Oh, and a lot of different ways. It's like I do everything from the standpoint. I pay attention to angel numbers a little bit because my husband is really into angel numbers, because it's something he can like grab hold of. He's like, in his like analytical brain, he can be like, I get that. I know what to do with that. So there's that. I get messages in my sleep. I get messages just going for a walk. Usually if I go for a walk, because I've been doing this for years.
I love it. But do you hear them? Do you see them? Like
I am claircognizant, so I
Okay.
am a knower. I just know they're there. So I do have a bit of clairaudience in me. And yet it's like sometimes it's hard to differentiate, because it's like I call it an angel walk. If I go for an angel walk, I basically just walk out of the house, clear myself, just be totally neutral, and just wait for somebody to show up. And it might be Michael. There was a time where I couldn't get away from Ariel. I just couldn't get away from her, which not that I would want to, but she was like always there. And I didn't get it until I got it, and Uriel stamped his like blazing insignia on my forehead in 2003, just like all basically like claimed me. So, but it's like I've also started channeling archangels on a regular basis, which is so much fun. And
Okay, so wait a second. Are you going to do that at the Skamania retreat?
Absolutely.
Okay, you guys, hold on. I'm going to time out for a little commercial. So stick with me, because we are going to get back to Radleigh talking about angels and pulling some cards. All right, so you ready for the commercial? Drum roll, please. That's me doing a drum roll.
Okay.
Radleigh is going to be participating for the first time ever. So here's something amazing that Radleigh and I cannot even figure out. Radleigh and I have never met in person, ever met in person. He is coming to his first ever Celebrate Your Life event in Skamania, Washington on August 4th through the 7th. I'm going to put the URL up here. But not only will Radleigh be there, but all of his best friends are going to be there.
No, I'm so excited.
Colette Baron-Reed.
Yay.
John Holland.
Yay.
Dougal Fraser.
Doug.
Radleigh Valentine. And another speaker that he's never met,
Yes.
world-renowned spiritual medium, Lisa Williams.
Yes. Never met Lisa.
Never met Lisa. So
Yeah.
I've created, so this is what I do. And I've been doing this for 27 and a half years. And I've truly perfected the art of creating space and creating spiritual programs that absolutely just blow you away. This one has become my all-time favorite, even more than the Sedona retreat that we do. This one has become my all-time favorite. It is the Celebrate Your Life Skamania Retreat. And the theme of this one is mystics, miracles, and magic. It is the dream team woo-woo crew of the spiritual luminaries and teachers out there today in the world. I'm telling you, this is like one of the best events ever. So, and it's taking place on my birthday, by the way. So we're going to have a
Oh my
birthday
gosh.
party.
I don't think I knew. Did I know that?
No.
When is your
I
birthday?
just announced it.
Oh, yeah.
It's on my birthday.
Okay, great.
August 7th. So we're going to have a dinner dance party. So the retreat starts. So for those of you, how many of you don't know Skamania? So let me tell you about Skamania. It is this mystical, magical place that we found about 6 or 7 years ago. It's in Washington. The closest airport is Portland, Oregon International Airport. And we have a shuttle service that, will take you from the airport to the hotel. You don't need a car. So it's at Skamania Lodge. It is surrounded by about 75 acres of forest. During the event, there'll be these intensive retreats that we're doing. We'll be outside for all these delicious meals. And then we'll have activities. It is the perfect summer spiritual consciousness camp ever. This is like my dream event that I've created. Because we have activities like hiking and zip lining, and I'm taking a crew kayaking. We also have equine healing sessions, horse healing sessions. We're bringing horses to the event, and all of these intensive workshops. So, I love this, Elias. I love it. Thank you for saying that. Elias is saying, if you haven't been to a CYL event, they are amazing. The speakers, the energy that's created, the people that you meet, and the connections, magical. And our very own Elias Patras is also going to be doing a morning movement meditation. So he will be there as well. Yeah, so check it out. Skamania.celebrateyourlife.com. Again, it's skamania.celebrateyourlife.com. Check it out. Come be with us. Okay, so let's get back to what we were talking about. My commercial time is over, isn't it?
Hey, this is your show. I guess the commercial can be as long as you want it to be.
But I really want to talk. So during the event, Radleigh's going to be there doing actually a full day intensive workshop on Friday, August 4th. Radleigh's going to be doing his own full day intensive workshop. And then during the event, he's also doing a 3-hour intensive as well. So yeah, come be with us. You have to come be with us. All right, so angels.
Come fly with me.
Fly with the angels. All right, do you want to pull a couple of cards? Just
sure, absolutely.
What's going on right now?
Sure. So my most recent deck. So I am my 10th deck is about to come out. 10th.
That's right. Oh, that's right. You and
Doug. Yeah,
Dougal.
I need to not call him that. He's going to kill me. Me and Dougal Fraser. Yes, we did one together. It's done. I think it's off to the printers. If it's not, it will be any minute now. So that's coming out in October.
That's
then
right.
I have another thing coming out in April, and then another one in October, and then another one in October after that. So I've been fruitful.
Yeah. Okay, so out of all of your card decks,
oh
my
no,
gosh, I just have to acknowledge Jackie is coming to the Skamania event. Yay! You guys have to sign up. I'm telling you, this is a once-in-a-lifetime program. It's off the charts fabulous. So go to skamania.celebrateyourlife.com. Okay, so out of all your decks,
yes.
Now, there's got to be like one or two right now that are your absolute favorite.
I don't know, Liz. Which of your children is your favorite?
I have children, so I don't have to make that
Yeah,
choice.
yeah. So, but to me, it always feels a little bit like that. So, I guess I am a little bit obsessed with Angel Wisdom Tarot cards. So I really love this deck. I love Dan Craig, who is the artist, not the one that's not that Dan Craig, a different
Okay.
Dan Craig.
Okay.
But I just love his artwork. This is my most recent one, so I'm playing with it a lot. It's the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle card deck. And one of the basic premises of this deck is the fact that Archangel Michael, we are told all the time that he has long blonde hair and he's really beefy and he has blue eyes and blah, 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 blah. But the thing is that Archangel Michael is going to present himself to people in whatever form in which they can take it in. So like a 9-year-old girl who is African American is not necessarily going to be like connecting to that version of Michael. Right. And so in my deck, we have Michael showing up, as a Hispanic woman. There's a female version of the blonde Archangel Michael.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. So it's like we have Archangel Michael showing up in all these different versions.
Do we have any Jewish brunettes?
I would I think so. Yes. So we have an Asian one. So
okay, good.
Yeah. So let's just start with this one, and then we'll go play with Angel Wisdom. I saw someone, I don't know why, but she stuck out to me. Someone named, I think her name was Bambi. That's it, Bambi. So we're going to pull a card for Bambi.
Where's Bambi? Oh, I don't. Oh, there you are, Bambi. Bambi Renee Bungie. Oh, I love that. So, Bambi Renee Bungie. So which of your cards decks do you think gives you that like yes or no answer when you're looking for?
The one that jumped off the deck, jumped off the thing. So Angel Answer Oracle cards is a card deck that I designed to be like the Magic 8 Ball. Remember the Magic 8 Ball, and you would shake it.
I love that. I love that because that's what I like.
So this particular deck, it has the regular Oracle card section, but it also has a section that is like yes and no cards. Okay. So there's literally like a yes and no, reconsider. See the no card there.
Oh my God, I love
And then there's the timing question, which is the other thing that people flip out about with cards. And so this one will say things like, go ahead and take action within the next few months.
No, I need this.
Yeah, within the next few weeks.
I like yes or no. Tell me yes. Like it is, angels. Don't make
right. It's like, and people want that sometimes, and it can be like confusing in tarot. So Bambi's card is regain your focus. So this deck has Archangel Michael, but it also has a few archangels that also show up. So this is the Merkaba that is associated with Archangel Metatron. So this is Michael energy and Metatron together in the same place. And all of the quotes on there are channeled from Michael, and it says, Michael says, trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. And so Michael's the archangel of safety and protection, but also life purpose. Metatron is this archangel that really does help us to like stay grounded and focused and be able to help us to manifest what it is that we want. This deck, this deck is Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle cards. If you were curious about the deck that does yes, no.
I want to know, Bambi, does that make sense to you? Oh, those angel answers, those colors are gorgeous. They're my colors. Bambi, did that resonate for you? It resonated for Sally big time. Sometimes when you're watching readings and when you're experiencing readings, and I've been doing this for 27 and a half years, having all these amazing speakers at our events, and you could be in a room and boy, 10 people will, that reading, that message was perfect for them. It was like so synchronous. Yeah, Jessica too. Bambi makes total sense. Exactly.
Well, yeah, and that's the way it works, because it's like usually, if you're in a room with 1,000 people, you're not going to be able to get to everybody. And so we have to allow for this whole concept that God is bigger, the divine source, universe, I don't care what name you use, but that whole thing is bigger than the human concepts of what it is that we think is possible. We have a tendency to humanize angels and to put them in these like human concepts that are like, oh, well, they're limited. I've heard another author say things like, don't bother Archangel Michael, he's too busy for you, which totally makes me like lose my mind. It's like, yeah, it's like, well, yeah, it's because it's like, no, that's not right.
It's not true, guys.
But in the human incarnation of the reality that we're experiencing, it's like I can't get to everybody. So a card that I'm pulled for Bambi can absolutely resonate for Jessica and Marilyn and May and Brooke and all these other people.
Shayra says, I've been trying to connect with Archangel Michael lately. That was a beautiful card and message. Oh, perfect. And her birthday, is your birthday 5/14? Radleigh, your birthday's not 5/14, is it?
No, Vinci said her birthday is 5/14.
Oh, but I didn't know if okay.
No, my birthday's 12/12.
Oh God, of course it is.
Of course it is.
Bambi says, thank you. Okay, I'm going to put this up here. So Bambi says, thank you, Rad. There have been so many distractions lately, and I've been spiritually attacked a lot lately. Oh.
So I think that's why I was called to Archangel Michael for her, because it's like Michael is the archangel that keeps us feeling safe and protected. So if we're feeling like we're having, I don't call it attack so much because I feel like the word is charged. So I call it spiritual interference.
I have to say, I have felt that for one of the first times ever in my life recently. But Colette turned me on to somebody that she wants to have clear.
Oh, I bet I know who that is. I bet I know who that is. I am very familiar with her.
Rings of light. And all
no, I'm very familiar with her. I heard from her yesterday.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Barbie is here. Barbara Nyman, her birthday is, here we go. You have to see her picture. She's in front of these big angel wings. Can you see it on the screen?
Yes. Let's pull a card for Barbara, and we'll use Angel Answer Oracle cards. And
you're getting a card pulled.
So the artwork for this was done by Marius Michael George, who I'm sure you've heard of. For Barbara. Okay. And so the card for Barbara is improving health. So this is a card that talks about the improving health, things starting to get better, making a turn for the better, starting to no longer feel like we are being in this space where we are like sort of haunted by the human condition, but where we start to feel uplifted by our attachment to the divine, so that we can realize that the ability to heal is within us.
I can't believe you pulled that card. Okay, so I'm not going to reveal personal, but I happen to know. Here, I'm going to put it up on the screen. So Barb has been coming to Celebrate Your Life events for a million years, and she's also a dear friend. And she was texting me about some physical challenges she's been going through for the last several months. And so this is complete, and it's been stopping her from a job position that she's ready to take. So that is so hilarious.
I say all the time, you can't make this stuff up.
I know. Oh, Conchetta has my birthday. Yay. Well, then you have to come to the Celebrate Your Life Scamania retreat.
So she can have her birthday celebrated too.
Yeah. So this is so funny that everybody's saying that resonates for a lot of people. Yep. It resonates for a lot of people. That's beautiful. Yes, that works. Okay, so for those of you who are just joining us, Radleigh is going to be speaking at our Celebrate Your Life conference. I can't call it a conference. It's a retreat because it's an intimate retreat. We only take a certain number of people. This is the Celebrate Your Life Scamania retreat. The theme this year is Mystics, Miracles, and Magic. And it is all about you tapping into a deeper level of the mystical realm, and which is why we selected these 5 amazing teachers who are not only connected professionally, but they're very deeply connected personally.
Yes.
They're dear, dear, dear friends.
I love them. I don't know Lisa, just being, so people know.
Well, you haven't met Lisa
yet, but I will.
Yes.
But it's like the others I talk to all the time. I don't think a day goes by I don't talk to Dougal. I talk to John and CBR all the time. Oh, Colette,
Exactly.
sorry, Colette.
Exactly. I'm gonna share my screen here just for a second to show everyone what this space looks like. If I could figure this out, because I did this oh, here we go.
Don't look at me.
Oh, I know. Radleigh, that was very funny today. Okay, so this is the event. It is called Mystics, Miracles, and Magic. It takes place in Skamania, Washington. It is only 45 minutes from Portland, Oregon International Airport. It is out of the 27 and a half years that I have been creating events, and I've been creating events with Deepak Chopra, the late and great Wayne Dyer, Marianne Williamson, Elizabeth Gilbert, Cheryl Strayed, you name it. They've all, Denise Lynn, Greg Braden, Joe Dispenza, Bruce Lipton. And this program and this space is by far the perfect setting for a spiritual program. It is a blend of intensive spiritual teachings, workshops, and adventure activities. This is really what it looks like. This is what you'll be looking at. It is set over the majestic Columbia River Gorge. It is breathtaking. We're going to talk all about angels, spirit world connection, past lives. Colette Baron Reed wants to do a workshop on past lives, and she's going to do some past life regressions. Radleigh's going to do some angel readings. He's going to be doing a full day workshop. We'll be doing activities like, if you want to, you don't have to zip line, but you can choose zip lining. You can choose hiking.
That's a hard no.
Oh my God, I want to
No.
get Radleigh and Colette on the zip line. So
Nope.
this is
You're
our
not going to get Dougal on there either.
this is our lineup right here. And it is by far the best lineup I think we've ever had at an event. So check that out. The URL is, now I have to stop screening. The URL is scamania.celebrateyourlife.com. It is, I know, and you said when we got on here, you were so excited. Tell us why you're so excited about it.
Well, I mean, it's like, so, I was thinking about this earlier. It's like, I feel like you and I are like spiritual star-crossed lovers. It's like we've been trying to put Celebrate Your Life and me together for years, and we could never make the timing work. And so the fact that we finally got it to work is like really awesome for me. But honestly, I feel like you picked the lineup for me. It's like we're just missing Denise, and we just need Denise, and that is like literally flawless. I designed the event, you didn't. So to get to spend time with Dougal and Colette and John, who I dearly love and talk to all the time, and I'm to get to like be in the same space with them, for a concentrated amount of time is just perfection. It's nirvana. And it's like, and plus at home where I live, it'll be 118 degrees. So I'm really glad to be getting the heck out of here, going somewhere where it's not. But
Yeah.
I can't wait. I really just can't wait.
It's
It's going to be so much fun.
breathtaking surroundings, and the food is great. Well, it's funny, Lori, because Lori's saying you need Denise. Well, Denise is so sad she can't make it. She's like calling me, well, is there any way I could fly in quickly and fly out? I'm like, well, Denise, she's got another program, a very small, teeny tiny thing that she's doing that same
Well,
weekend.
a commitment is a commitment,
I
It's
know,
like
I
once we say
know.
yes, I'm the man of my word the same way. It's like once I say yes, I say yes, and it's like,
Yes, exactly. So she can't make it. However, she's going to be there with us in spirit. I know she is, because she is really close with all of you,
yeah,
actually. I mean, she officiated Lisa Williams's wedding.
yeah,
Did
no,
you
it's
know
like
that?
I adore Denise.
Yeah.
So
So if there's one event that you do this year, if there's one program that you can put on your calendar, this would be the one. And I'm not just saying that like as the sales thing. This is truly a magnificent program. It has everything you could possibly want in a spiritual summer consciousness retreat camp experience. I always call it camp because I grew up in camp. My mother was a camp director.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Amongst many of her careers, a classical pianist, a psychotherapist, my partner in business. And she was also a camp director when we were growing up.
Huh.
Yeah, in between teaching school during the year. So that's where we get this from. So it's really a beautiful program. It's scamania.celebrateyourlife.com. If you have any questions, just call us. And it is, Barbara's saying the location is unbelievable. You wake up and you're looking at the Columbia River Gorge. There it is. There it is, with all of these mystical, magical teachers. So I'm super excited. Yay. Do you want to pull another card?
Yeah. So we're going to go to Angel Wisdom Tarot cards. So one of the things that I'm first really got known for is blending tarot and angels. So basically, it was me trying to take the fear and scary, icky, out of tarot to make it more accessible to folks who have been incarnated in the years of that we are currently experiencing and don't really need a guy with 10 swords in his back laying in a pool of blood. They don't really need that as their message that this situation is over.
Right.
So we don't have that in here. But so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to like scroll and I see Sally. So Sally's story. And so I'm going to pull a card for Sally.
Oh, I wonder if you see different people than I do. Oh, there she is. Sally's story. Okay.
I just
Sally, are you still here?
my eyes hit something. So the card that I have for her is called Nine of Earth. Now, if you're a traditional tarotist, this is the card that people sometimes call Nine of Coins or Nine of Pentacles. And so this card says, enjoying the fruit of your labors, hard work that has led to a luxurious life, buying yourself something special, happily and successfully self-employed, enjoying your solitude. So in my decks, I'm always certain to like have a card that talks about whether it's a good time to be self-employed or whether it is not a good time. There's one of each in all of my decks because it's a thing that people really like think about these days and they care. But this card has, by its very nature, this energy of I am going to take a break. I am going to step away from life, and I'm just going to enjoy the beauty of the things that I have created. I'm going to enjoy the beauty of the gardens around me. I mean, to be honest with you, this is making me think of Scamania. This is like, taking a moment to like go be in a place that I feel good about, a place that makes me feel in touch with my inner divinity and in touch with but also in touch with my human and deserved pride in what I have created up to this moment. And it can be a time of like stopping and going, okay, I've done this, and I'm going to just take a moment and go, and feel it before we make big decisions. Sally's saying, yes, I've been thinking about a break from my caregiver clients. You can't make this stuff up.
Sally. I love that, Rad. I think that's amazing. That's like the third one, and it's totally right on.
And that's the thing. It's like, it's I've been doing this a long time, but I also design my cards on purpose to be cards that people can sit down and work with right away. That's why my tarot cards have words on them. It's like nobody was doing that, I don't think, before me, because tarot is supposed to be this like mystical secret kind of thing, and you had to learn all the meanings of all 78 cards, not just upright but upside down. Right. And it was all this memorization, and that's not what I did when I learned it. I bought a deck I liked, and I took a black marker and I wrote around the border all the meanings of the cards. And that's what I used it for years until I had memorized it all. But that's what I do in my decks, and it's like, so, I have all these decks up here: Archangel Power, Animal Tarot cards, Angel Tarot cards, Fairy Tarot cards, Guardian Angel Messages Tarot cards, which is a really great deck for people who are just starting out. But the cards are meant to be accessible and non-frightening, and to make you feel like the divine is talking to you.
So when you say tarot cards, are they all based on the tarot, or some of them are just like organically just have message that?
No, the tarot is a fixed system. So it's 78 cards. It means what it means. And so for example, here's an example. We talked about 10 of swords. I call it 10 of air. And it's this card where this guy is laying face down in a pool of blood with 10 swords in his
Right,
back. And
right.
it represents this situation's over. Well, for Archangel Power Tarot cards, what I did instead was I put a ballerina on a stage. And she has
Oh,
swans on either side of her, and she is taking a bow. And so it's basically this situation's swan song, right? It's this situation. We are taking a bow because this dance is over. It means the exact same thing, but it is in an imagery that we as human beings who have been incarnating over and over and over and over and over, we've become more and more and more and more and more sensitive. We don't need that imagery anymore. We don't need it. And so my tarot decks are in the fixed system of tarot. The magician means what the magician means. It's just how I present it is my way. And frankly, that's not new. There's thousands of tarot decks out there. And, some of them go far askew. So fine, they do that. But, that's what oracle cards are for me, because oracle cards are non-fixed system. They can be whatever you want. They can be however many cards you want.
right, right.
So
I love that. I love that. Oh, that's excellent. Do you want to do one more?
absolutely, I'd be happy to. So let's find who we're going to do. Oh, how can you not pick Mae West? I mean, how do you not? How do you
West.
not
I
do that?
love that.
How do I not? I mean, I can't not pick
I
Mae
love
West.
Mae
So
West.
for some reason, for Mae, I just feel like I'm going to grab
I got it.
Guardian Angel Messages Tarot cards. This was also done by Dan Craig. He and I did 3 decks together.
I love it. Mae West is getting them. Are you still here, Mae?
For Mae, we have Justice. So this card is called Fairness, the Law, and Karma. So this is a card that basically talks about the fact that if we have a situation that is going on in our lives where we feel like we are being judged, where we feel like we are being tested, where we feel like something is going on, we might feel like the underdog. So justice comes along to tell us that the right thing will happen. We will be vindicated. Things will go our way. And it's like, this whole aspect of, I don't want to be afraid, and justice comes in and says, you don't have to be afraid, my child. I have got this. I will see to it that your true colors coming through. Your true colors will come through. And you will be seen for who you are and be seen in the light in which you are deserving to be seen.
Oh, I feel this. Oh, she wrote, thank you. I feel this so hard. Oh, Mae. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yay. Well, thank you. Oh, and I don't want to say this wrong. Manuhiria also said she needed validation. Okay, perfect. Wow. Donna says, I needed to see this card. How long is this live card? Okay. This live call. Well, we're going to actually close out in about 3 minutes or right now. So here's the deal. You're my hero. I love it. I love it. Okay. So everyone, if you want to experience Radleigh live and in person, if you want to be there also with Colette Baron-Reed and John Holland and Dougal Fraser and Lisa Williams, then come join us for this amazing retreat. There is nothing. And I know we all love our online programs and they're so valuable.
They are. They really matter. They do.
They do matter.
But you know what? If you don't mind me interrupting, it's
Please.
like our video courses matter. They make a connection for people who that's the only way that they can make it work. But that being said, there is literally nothing that replaces a live event. There just simply isn't. I think I'm good at video events. I think I create an experience for people that is deeply meaningful and moving, but there is nothing like being live. The experience that I can create and all of these people can create for you by literally being there, by making a connection by all of the other people who are there too, establishing relationships, creating spiritual friendships that can last your entire lifetime. That cannot be replaced by a video course, no matter how hard we try.
Exactly.
You just
So I
can't.
have a request from all of you. Just visit the website. Just visit the website. Is Scamania. You don't need to put a WW. It's scamania.celebrateyourlife.com. And grab a deck of cards and ask your angels, should you be there? Will this be great for your highest good? Yes. Yes. And Copper, yes, I would love to actually. Think about going to Vancouver or Okanagan. Okanagan. Yeah. But please, everything that Radleigh said is so true. I've been doing this for 27 and a half years, you guys. And there's nothing like being heart to heart, connecting, making soul connections. There's a video on the website. Please take a moment and watch it. Those are real, actual people at the Scamania retreat. It is one of the most magnificent, heart-opening programs that we do, is this Celebrate Your Life Scamania. I know none of you have ever heard of Scamania. You're thinking it's this foreign place. It is breathtaking. It overlooks the majestic Columbia River Gorge. And my team and I have really perfected everything with this retreat. And now with this lineup, it is going to be off the charts magical. So please take a moment and at least take a look at it and tune in to see how that feels for you. Radleigh, thank you so much for this.
Anytime, honey bunny.
Thank you so much. Stick around for a few minutes, but we're going to say goodbye to everyone for right now. Mwah! Thank you all so much for being here and hanging with us for this hour. We did an hour. Okay, bye-bye.